Hey everyone, it's Ed Madness here. This is a quick post by me saying that the Patreon is finally up. With this, now you can support the channel directly and all the video productions that will go into it. Now, you might be asking, why did it take for me so long to get it up, like 3 weeks after I said I was going to do it? I don't know, I'm just lazy. The actual answer also is that work kind of got in the way, along with other projects that I am involved with outside of the channel. But it's finally here, and this video will showcase what the Patreon is, along with what each membership tier does. Now before we begin, let me first establish something so that there's no confusion with anybody here. I am doing this simply because I want to monetize the channel. I want people to know this right at the start so that people can gauge whether or not they want to actually support me or the channel. I considered applying for the YouTube Partner Program, but I came to the realization that I don't like ads, and I'm going to guess that most other people here also don't like ads. Because of that, I really have a hard time justifying even applying for the program, because all that seems like it might do is just annoy people if I put ads in my videos. The last thing I want to do is irritate people with the same thing that I get irritated with, even if it gets me money. And I also don't think that people want to see ads in the middle of their videos involving funny magic girls. Because of that, the Patreon was the best way to go about doing this. The second thing I want to establish is that no matter what happens, as of right now, videos will continue to be released. For the most part. Even with the Patreon up, so far this is still just a fun hobby for me, as well as a way to continue developing my own video editing skills. However, if anybody actually joins the Patreon, I will definitely appreciate it, and that will definitely also incentivize me to work on any big videos or any other videos that I'm working on at a much faster pace that I can reasonably scrounge up. As a side note also, I will definitely also mention that if by some miracle there's enough members to where my expenses aren't an issue anymore, I will do videos full time. But that is a far off thing that may never actually happen. But if it does, just know that content will then come out at an extremely consistent rate. Okay, I just wanted people to be established with that right at the start. Saying this might have even costed some memberships here on the Patreon, but I feel that transparency is the best strategy for something like this in this case. So let's get to now the Patreon membership tiers. There are now 3 tiers available. Bronze is the cheapest tier at $1. You'll get access to the Patreon, your name at the end of the video, and you'll get a chance to see a lot of work in progress screenshots as videos come along. Silver memberships will cost $3. For this tier, you'll get everything that Bronze offers, plus you'll get to see a full video preview of any productions coming up. This will include anything from GIFs to actual MP4s. In addition to all of that, you'll be able to watch any videos that are more than 3 minutes length 1 week earlier than everybody else. And finally, the Gold tier at $5. This tier will give you everything that has been listed before, plus you'll get a direct shout out in my own voice at the end of the video credits. But the biggest thing that I'll be offering is that anybody who's been a Gold tier for at least 3 months and is still one during the month of January will be entered into a raffle. And if you win that raffle, you'll get to suggest the next video I work on for the channel. And you and I will be co-creating that together. And before any of you degenerates get any ideas, we are going to have rules for this. As of right now, these are all the tiers and membership benefits that I've been able to come up with given the nature of the channel. There might be better things that I didn't think of, and if anyone has any ideas, feel free to contribute. You may get something from me for doing so and helping me out here. I will admit that I am not very familiar when it comes to doing anything like this. In fact, right now, I'm not 100% sure if everything I have come up with is still the best idea, whether the pricing is too high or low. I looked at a few other Patreons to get some ideas of how to do it, and I think what I have centered on right now is good to start with. I'll probably leave the Patreon like this for at least a year, and I'll revisit it next year around the same time, whether things need to be adjusted. With that being the case, thanks for the support throughout the first few years of this channel. Let's see if we can get a few more good ones coming.